Are you selling anything of value? You might have capital gains tax to pay. These assets can include company shares, residential property, commercial property, or anything else that you've held onto for a long time. You'll have to pay capital gains tax if you sell them for more than you originally bought them for. Capital gains tax is at 18% at the moment for basic rate taxpayers, rising to 24% for higher rate taxpayers. When you pay that tax will depend on the type of asset that you're selling. If you're selling residential property, the capital gains tax on that sale is now due within 60 days of you making the sale of the property via a new type of form. For residential property, the single biggest tax relief is primary residence relief, which means that you won't pay tax on the capital gain on the property for the period of time that you were living in the property as your main home. So this really only applies to second homes and homes that you've held as investments to rent out over time. Any other type of asset, commercial property, shares in companies, whether big or small, you pay the capital gains tax on the sale of those assets through the normal self-assessment system, which will usually be much later than that 60 days. You won't pay capital gains tax on all of the sale price. You'll be able to deduct the initial cost that you paid at the time of buying them and any costs of improvements or other associated costs with the sale. You'll be able to deduct those as well before you work out the taxable capital gain and pay capital gains tax on the difference. There are other mitigations that you can use as well. For example, business asset disposal relief that was formerly known as entrepreneurs relief, which applies in very specific circumstances, primarily when you're selling shares in the business that you have owned and run and probably founded through your career. There are certain types of assets which are exempt from capital gains tax. The most commonly known one is cars. While cars generally depreciate in value over their life, there are classic cars that can become incredibly valuable with time and love and care, and if you make a gain on the sale of that car, you will not pay any capital gains tax. This holds as well for artwork and other wasting chattels. Make sure that you're paying the correct amount of capital gains tax and no more. Please get in touch with us and we'll help you reduce your liability.